take it. It's a nice learning. You'll interact with clients and all. So you apply from India or your home country. How difficult it is? It is very easy. If you are in Dubai, if you are applying from India, your highest employer will be an audit firm. You will have to apply from the DMCC list of audit firms. How? You go to this list. I will share you. I will share you everything after the call. But there is a list. I will show you again. Mm, okay, fine. It's okay. I think there is a lag. I will show you. There's a list of audit firms. I will show you. You have to, it has 3,000 emails. 50% of it might work, 50% will not work. You should run on the 3,000, 10% rule. Copy those emails and give it to ChatGPT. Tell it to give a BCC route. It will give you a way you can copy and paste 300 emails at once. I used to, every day I used to send 300 emails, at least 300 to 400 emails I used to send, which used to land up on these audit firms' profiles. And I used to get interviewed from India. You like this only, a Gmeet will be conducted. They will ask you your a few basic questions. Would you want to work for us? This thing, that thing, and all. And you will get hired. That's how I got hired. Or a few, all of my friends have been hired. Or the other ways you can apply at company portals. This is not too efficient, but yeah, you can try. Or or if someone is around Mumbai and all, there are agencies. Now, something called Ghiwala is what I knew. Ghiwala is an agency in Mumbai. If you're going over there and submitting your resume, they will give you a corporate entry. They will search you through. If corporates are hiring, like the big corporates like Imar and Adnoc and all, Ghiwala is the name, guys. Is what I know. You can do is check in ChatGPT if there's an alternative for them. You can get enrolled through them. They don't take any commission. When you're searching for a job, you should not pay 1 rupee also. In fact, if you're coming from India, I was kind my employer was kind enough. He gave me four things. A ticket to come from India. My visa was sponsored by him. My hotel stay for the first week was sponsored by him. And then the job, the entire process was covered by the same guy. So when you're searching a job, you're a qualified, my friend. You're a chartered accountant, American Association of Chartered Accountant or Indian Association of Chartered Accountant. You're a qualified person. So you should not pay for your employment. You for learning something, yes, you deserve because it's someone teaching you. But on the other hand, telling you, I will get you placed, give me so much of amount of money, never. It's always a scam. And even if you take it, you will feel, inferior. Email. Every day you have to send email to HRs and partners. Now, in these firms, since I have been seeing how the process is, there's nothing called ATS, there's nothing called HR. There's a two partner firm and maybe small verticals under them, 4 or 5 people working under them. So usually on the portal site of the company, the partner's email will be mentioned. Send him your CV telling that this is so and so. I'm available for immediate joining. Hire me up like this. You'll get a role. I will tell you my story. I knew that I had to apply for Dubai and I knew I had no references. So there's something called DMCC list of audit firms. DMCC is Dubai Municipal, whatever corporation, whatever it is. They have a list of audit firms. And every firm, when it is taking their trade license, has to put their, registered email address on which it will take emails. So that is mentioned in these. So a collated list comes. Everyone circulates this. A few of them emails get changed because people leave the organization and all, but a few of them still remain valid. In case of firms, it's still usually in case of in this corporates, the emails get changed, but in firms, usually the partner remains the same, so the emails don't change. So I had removed this list from ChatGPT. Every day I used to go to the library. I used to send emails from this email telling that okay, my name is Nahid. I am looking. I used to put my resume. Tell two things. I'm a chartered accountant very boldly, and second thing is that I'm looking. I'm available for immediate joining. I should send the same email every day. And after passing, after writing my exam, every day I should go and sit in the library. Morning once I used to sit. As per Dubai timing, it would be 9:15 is when the HR comes or the partner would come. So I used to go at 11 o'clock to the library. I should send one email, and then after lunch, so 2 o'clock, 2:30 would be Dubai timing, 1:32. I should go to the library again 2 o'clock. Same 300 emails which I've sent to the people in the morning, I should come. What would require? Once setting up all this was a difficulty, after which it was a system. I used to come, send, come, send, come, send, come forward the same in the afternoon. People say if you send mails like this, it will go under spam. I have not enabled something like this. I'm a chartered. Fardeen, have you enabled something like this on your email that if a lot of people send you email, it goes under spam?
Not really.
Sai Kiran, have you done something like that?
No, I don't even know that this kind of setting
Yeah.
exists.
The people who do not want to help you, people who could not do it, tell you, oh, there's a setting like this. Do this. With me, it did not happen. I don't know where. God has been kind with me, maybe because He failed me for 4 attempts. But then I used to send my emails. Perfect. Taka taka issue go. I got so many calls. In fact, first it didn't happen only. For the first 2 months, there was a mistake in me. The resume, I used to send 3 pages resume. It was not perfect enough. Eventually, I learned. One interview is what requires to give you that spike of confidence. After one interview, I don't know how I started manifesting good things for me. There was a flow of them. Even now, I will start show after some time. I'll show you my offer letters from India. I had offer letters from Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Oman. Fancy salaries, more at least 2 times of what I could make in India. Okay, now for everyone, this might work and might not work. Some might be a little less patient. They're like, oh, I cannot wait for 3 months. See, first thing is when you have time enough, you are patient. No, I'm not patient. I am a chartered now. I've qualified. You have to plan a job hunting trip. People come over here and they stay in cheap areas. Now, there are two places where you can work. The newer side of Dubai, where is the Jumeirah, the Business Bay, where the Atlantis and all is there, or the Dehra side, the Mankul, the old Dubai, is where you can come over here. You can now, as a chartered, it is not too difficult for you. You can come over here. You can search a job. The cost would be for your visa, the flight tickets. The cost of staying over here would be around 700 dirhams for the stay, 300 for eating if you take a meals. With 1,000 dirham, you can cover 1 month. 2 months, maybe 1,200, maximum 2,500 dirhams. What you can do is you can come here and live and search a job. I think it is not a very big task. It is not at all difficult. So I've been seeing people who come here and they're first they do the see always you have to the first step. This the first two I said no, applying from India, that you have to do irrespective of when you're coming. You have to be doing that because that gives you an edge. Over here you don't outright nothing will change. Over here also you'll come and give interviews. When you're applying for the first thing, your numbers will be the Indian numbers, and you cannot write that I'm available for immediate joining. Second thing, when you're coming here and applying, you get an upper edge because you have a Dubai number, so you can call the HR. The HR can call you. The second thing is that you can write in your resume on the top and after your name, for example, Sai Kiran, chartered accountant. Below that, available over here on a visit visa until this thing available for immediate joining. This gives their, you know what, the HR does not also want to waste their time. So what people do in India is, or any home countries, they take up the interviews and then they do not take up the job offer because they then instantly spike. Array. In India also I'm earning the same thing. In Dubai also I'm earning the same thing. I don't want to go to the job. They wasted an employer. See, you're an asset. How much ever you tell for the company that employee who took the interview, it's an hour's cost. So if you consider yourself earning 500 dirhams per hour, 500 dirhams is lost. Into 25 is what it is the home currency amount. So what people do over here, they don't want this problem only. So they tell them that once you're over here on a visit visa, you're a more serious asset. So they will tell you that you're selected, come join from the next Monday. So that is where a little chances increase. In terms of percentage, the first method of applying, See, I know people who see, for example, Taha Merchant is a friend of mine. You can go LinkedIn him also. That person was applying from India. Now he's in Ivory Coast and he's earning around $4,000. Happy. He applied from India. I applied from India. There are a few other friends of mine. For example, Vivek Solanki. He's also a chartered. He applied from India. He works in BMW right now. So it is, if people say it is not possible, well and good, you be the best judge. But if it is possible, keep a ray of hope. The 10% chances that you might get selected. Your Ammi's dua is there. If it is meant for you, it will crack the mountains and come to you. No, this way, this way, too, as a chartered, 100% you will never go unemployed over here because you have cracked a very difficult exam and you command respect. The first 3 points remain the same. Networking works like magic. Boss, in Dubai, once you are here, no, you should network. I think the best thing is you should take your phone out and start recording your journey, searching a job or post anything. Man, it works crazy. I told you, right, what background I come from. Now I've been sitting in a network of dynamite. Since I started posting, no, any CA under Dubai almost have seen my videos. They know me. Midnight, I can call them and tell that I need a particular favor for you. Don't you think? Don't you think if you do the same, switching job becomes easy? Because see, the guests that I bring on my call these days, if you check, there are people working in Lulu Group, there are people working in, Big Fours and all. I did not know anyone. Boss, Big Four, you leave one mid-size small CS firm also, I did not know anyone. Now because I've done this, I've put persistent hard work on myself. Now though, I'm in a position where the person who will refer me also will be my friend. The person who interviews me also will be my friend. That's what you guys also should do. For whatever reason that you take a low paying job in the initial, start doing something that I have done. Network so much. Make yourself a brand, personal brand yourself. Now people might ask me, what is my username? Paneer Makhni, Paneer Makhni. It has no logic, but I don't want to change it because remembrance of personal brand happens like this. So you do it. For real, I'm telling you. I told you the background I come from, right? Now you guys listen. I have rebranded myself. I've done so much of networking that any big four you tell me, I know a contact over here in Dubai. Any mid-size CA firm, so it's like this because I have placed around 40-45 people, so I know each and every firm over here mostly. So what I'm trying to nothing to flex, man. You're not giving your daughters to me, so I'm just telling you what you have to do as a younger self from coming from this background. If I think I have to guide someone, I would tell do this, do what I'm doing. Find your own way of networking. Maybe go at events, maybe talk to someone, maybe just tell your story. Don't do fake things in LinkedIn telling this is like this, the financial system is like this thing and all. Be true to yourself. Show something that you were never taught. Done. Have been said that. Cost of living. I told you that average salary for an ACCA fresher minimum would be around 4,000. For a CA minimum, if you're getting into a good place, would be 7,000. What will be a cost of living? For me, for me, how much I spend. I I don't know why. I live a normal, flashy lifestyle, happy in life. I maintained a cost sheet. I could show you. I would try to. The cost sheet is more or less like this. What I spend. I'll share. I think it can zoom. Oh, no need. Yeah. If I zoom, I think you can. Oh, no need. No need to zoom only. See. Mm, what you have to see is nothing. In this, I have mentioned all that I spent in a day. So this is for people. This slide is for people to make up their mind on two things.
Can you zoom a bit,
I'm
like
trying to, yeah. The moment I'm trying to zoom, no, it goes into some other shit.
that's it.
Yeah.
Works.
I think numbers also you can see. Yeah. This is the cost of living. I'm just taking this somewhere else. Down, 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 down. Okay. Now, a lot of people might be telling you guys, Arey, the moment you go to Dubai, a lot of cost will come. What will you save? What will happen to you? Absolutely not. Second thing, Are, as a girl, how will I come to Dubai? It's a new land for me. From my South India, I've never gone to North India. From North India, I've never gone to South India. How can I make it in Dubai? Boss, India or your home country might have XYZ amount of states. For example, in case of India, we have 29 states. But there was one state which was missed. I think it is in Dubai. That is the population of Indians over here. But it is completely filled with a lot of Indians over here, and particularly if I have to name places, Mankul, Karama, Dera, or JLT, Business Bay, and all, you will find a lot of Indians. Cost of living for me as a chartered with a decent lifestyle, whatever you see in my Instagram is my lifestyle. So that doing all this also, it cost me around 2000 to 3000. Never I've spent more than 3000 per month, never. So eventually what will happen is my maybe my habits might increase, so 1000 more in expenditure. So but my income will increase, my cost of living will not increase. So I will be spending, maybe my salary might go up to 20,000. I'll be spending 4,000. The rest is what I want to invest in my future life or whatever. If I have to tell you what I spend this money on, this is the breakup. The place you stay, it is a little expensive. Now don't compare in terms of your home currency and tell, Are, so much? See, I pay 1,500 dirhams for the place I stay. Food you eat, food you eat would cost you around 400 dirhams. I take a mess for 2 meals. Then you're dating and whatever. Now you're in Dubai, man. Come on, you're not going to live a normal life. So you go on dates, you go on fancy dates. Maybe you go on 4 dates, and you spend around 120 rupees. Dirhams. It would be around 500 dirhams per month. Then for NOL card, for traveling, you will need a NOL card, which is the metro passes and all. You will need a 150 for that. And for you know what, monthly mess, NOL card, dating, travel, utilities, maybe whatever you're buying, it will cost you around 300 and 350. If you do the math, it is not going up to 2,500, 3,000 maximum. So this will be the cost of living that you will have to incur over here. So it would never be a problem for you. I think for people who are applying from India thinking, Arey, how will I manage? Where is that? How will I manage? What will be my cost of living? Boss, I told you the salary, I told you your cost of living. Now this is what you will be getting. Now, see, I've mentioned where you can stay and all. All this is also what you can do your math on. After this, guys, the next question is industry versus mid-size. Now, you should obviously ask this question to me that, Are, I've studied so much, I've worked so much on myself, I'm a chartered now. Why should I go to a mid-size? Why should I go to a mid-size? What is the logic? What is the work? I agree. A large corporate gives you so much of benefit. There'll be a better exposure. You get and higher salary. I told you, right? I have been, if you the interviews that you have go and check. One I have done with Rishi and one is with Rahil Lokadwala. They'll tell you salaries of around 20,000 dirhams, 15,000 dirhams. Nothing. They don't tell in single digits. I told in single digit. They tell this bracket because it is high paying, and there is faster career progression because once there's in India there's this AM, BM, CM, DM and all, but over here there's nothing like that. You're if you've seen that you can lead a team, you can you can be 24 and still be a manager. And if you're a manager, you get house allowance, car allowance, family allowances and all. Extensive. No, your clients in the corporate or a big four would be fancy. You do usually like in India we do what amount of outsource work. There's nothing like that. Over here you'll have maybe an European client and also it opens up way more doors for you into going into abroad. So if you want to go to the Europe or maybe other sides, so but there is a bottleneck. Bottleneck over here is reference. Uh, if you have no reference, no, it'll become a little difficult for you over here to get into a industry side. Nevertheless, I have a few references for statutory audit right now and for M&A profiles. So two people I can share. Eventually, also what I would suggest you guys, what is the way of creating reference? People I bring on my call and all, try to talk to them. People I bring on my call, Try to talk to them. Again, on the industry side, here in Dubai, there is one more problem of visa. You don't get a visa. So if you're a Dubai-based guy from any country, India, Pakistan, Nepal, and all, for you, still, I think you will have your own visa. Otherwise, you have to check. But in a mid-size, getting from countries other than India, it is a little difficult because your visas are not getting stamped. On the other hand, you're going to the corporate, it's still jingalala. Find references. Use all. Now, I should tell you how do you make references? Use all unfair advantages. Use all unfair advantages that you have. Number one, maybe something people might be from your village who have come to Dubai or something. Start Anna, Anna, Anna. Hold their leg. You will not become small. Hold their legs. Or maybe you are from a particular religion and there are people from that religion who are already over here. You know them. Hold their legs. The third thing, you don't know anyone. No, I didn't have anyone. Now I know people who will make creators. For you, I make videos like that in my time. CA Monk, Shivam sir, love. He used to make videos. He used to bring CS in his videos. Maybe this Anchal Jain, ma'am, and all. Everyone, these people, I used to go on their LinkedIn. Hi, ma'am. My story is so relatable to yours. I used to wait patiently that they'll reply. I used to go comment on their posts and all. LinkedIn, no, everywhere. LinkedIn, Instagram. Hi, ma'am. Very nice. Super lifestyle in Dubai. I aspire to have something like this. So get into attention, take attention, that all, seek attention. Likewise, if you're from an internal audit background, see, now you know Rishi, you can go on my profile, find him, try to seek mentorship. Anything that he says is wisdom for you right now. From zero, you're coming to one. Try to pull people like this. I'll try. Now, these are two roles that I've brought right now. My goal is by the end of maybe January, another two domains. One is FP&A, and one more I want to open is investment banking, front end roles. Now, I have a friend of mine who's into the buy side role. So he works into, private equity and all. So I'll try to bring him and an FP&A guy. So these guys also will be as working as mentors to you. I think you can ask your questions, doubts to them. So that is what, summing up, industry has a lot of benefit. Big four or a large conglomerate, you can get a lot of benefit. But again, the bottleneck is references because already over here there are people who are trying to jump from a mid-size. Now, the second way is work in a mid-size. What is a mid-size? I explained you up. What work they do also I explained you up. A mid-size SME, best. I will tell you what happens. I will give you an open challenge that if you want to check any ACC or CA was, progressed in his life, he's doing too good in his life. If he didn't have references, no, you go on their LinkedIn side and check their career graph. How did they go where they are? For example, these days there are people famous from Shobha Realty. Shobha Realty is a very real estate firm. It pays well to CA, ACC. Around 10 plus only is what they pay. So if you go and check on their site, you will find, type Shobha Reddy, check CACCA. You will find that they have worked in a mid-sized CA firm. What have they done? They did what you and me are planning to do. They joined a mid-sized CA firm. They didn't have any references, but they know that they are the highest employer. We are CACCA. They think we are smart. They'll bring us from India, and then you do a job over here. It is nothing wrong. You're trying to aspire what you want to have in career. So you join over here. If you like, you continue. Otherwise, by this time, whatever time you have, see, I joined a CA firm. It's been almost 5.5 months only. I made a network. You network so much. Once you come, only वहां से आओ, come from somewhere, पैर जमाओ, get a foundation, get a base level right. After that, you network so much that next jump will at least be 100% hike. How to prove this right? Go watch any CA. I will give you an open challenge. Open challenge. You go watch any CA or an ACCA. Either he has come out over here with a network of his own, reference he has came. Otherwise, he will have been coming up from a mid-size background. Mid-size, I showed you what work they do. I will teach you everything, but it's okay. This is the work they do. You do usually multiple functions, everything. You can someday be handling social media also for them, which I do. I'm happy. There's a work-life balance, yes, and decent client interaction is there. You meet new clients and all. But the salary over here is less. I told you honestly, this is what you get, man. 8,000 and all is the average. Don't expect something very high. Oh, but if you're smart enough, you're lucky enough, you persuade that, okay, you're someone who can take up managerial roles from day one, you might get a double digit also. Ninja technique. Ninja technique is what people do. I tell you, no, open challenge. Any of these podcasts on YouTube and all, you find a guest speaking about CA, ACCA domain for jobs in Dubai. You see their LinkedIn where they have worked. You will understand. But why they do this? Why they do? I will back you up with the logic. First thing, they apply from India. They come over here on the expense of the company. Second thing, labor law in Dubai usually tells that for the first 6 months, if you work and then leave the organization, you will find that um, you will not have to pay for the visa cost that your employer bears for you. It might be logical, it might be less logic, it might be ethical, it might be not ethical. But this is a general industry practice what these days CS do or an ACCA does. They come from India, taking a job from India, maybe a low paying job. The employer also was smart. He gave him 4,000, 5,000 as a CA and all. Brought him as a low paying employee. He also did a job. Then he understood the market is great in the Big Four. Then he also made his network. The switch he made, the first switch, he waited patiently, learned for 6 months, and then he switched. I think the same thing you also can apply. You will what you start with is absolutely a number. Just it should be anything that is sustaining you more than your cost of living. I said the cost of living is 3,000. No, anything above that, take it. 6 months is only what you have to suffer for. No, after that, let's lead a life luxury because the sky is the limit after that. Okay. So many successful chartered accountants these days, you would find they do this only. How do you do? Go check in their LinkedIn. You will find in the career path that they have done this. Resume. I think guys, you should now high time you have to understand about this thing. Resume is very important. Being in India and applying, nobody knows who you are. Nobody fucking knows who you are. You have to prepare a nice resume in Dubai format. A lot of people will tell, Arey, I have worked so much, I'll make a multiple. Usually, what people do is Indian formats. Uh, I think there is no particular format for a resume, but again, 5 pager, this thing, that thing, and all. Please don't do it. Responsibilities in terms listing your responsibilities. I was responsible for cost. I was responsible for GSTR filing. Right over here, obviously use power words are very important. It works like management because in a mid-sized CA firm, I will tell you what happens, why I'm telling this. In a mid-sized CA firm, of there will be a partner who started practice over here, but now he will try to take a back seat and go into client building or maybe sales. He will want people who are energetic, who are promising into management side. They are responsible or they are someone who will take up the responsibility of work management and run the firm for him. So in that case, you should not write the responsibilities that you have. It only shows that you are a 9 to 5 guy. They want a 9 to 9 guy. Whatever is second, just framing the words differently. You know what you are going to do. Done. Second thing, in India, they say photo is not required. People in India do not put their photos in their resume, telling that it is against, it brings a gender bias, this thing and all. Dubai, I don't know why, what and all, don't ask. Resume photo is required. ATS words, keywords. Boss, you have to make life for someone's life easy. A resume will be scanned by some HR. I will tell you what happens. Listen to me very carefully. Close your eyes. Imagine yourself an owner. Now that you are all CAs, ACCA or CA. So in short form, we'll call you CA or chartered. As a chartered, you have your own CA firm in Dubai. You handle work around audit, tax, and VAT and all. You want to get into hiring. Now you want to get into sales. Now 2 years you worked hard, you did everything, you brought client. Now you want to just do business development, grow the firm. You want to hire a chartered. So imagine, close your eyes. Would you want someone to, run the firm from day one, or you would want to give him a time of around a year or maybe 4 months, 5 months? Answer. Can you tell me, Fardeen? You understood the question, right? Sai?
No, please repeat that again, sorry.
Okay. Imagine yourself to be a chartered and you have a firm in Dubai.
Mhm.
You are looking to hire us another
Mhm.
CA. Now you are focusing on business development. You want to hire another CA. You would want him to be someone who's performing from day one, or you would want to give him gestation period, 6 months, let him learn.
I would want him to learn, just give him the space
Shut
to
up.
learn and see whether he has the
Shut up.
potential.
You're not a good businessman. Sai Kiran.
Oh my.
Sai Kiran. Sai Kiran.
I would want him to run from day one.
Uh, he's a good businessman. What man? 6 months. He will take you. Okay. Anyways, I would want him to run from day one. So what I would do, I would tell my secretary or the admin staff that can you please put up a post that you are hiring a chartered accountant or a CA or an ACCA. A CA is the name. Okay, you're hiring them. He would want, he would tell the HR or admin staff, in our office we have advisory work, we have GST work or corporate tax, VAT, and Zoho book accounting. These are the four major work in all the mid-size CA firms. Okay, so he will tell that find an employee who is smart, who is cute, who is good looking, who has hair on his head, who has fancy teeth, who has fancy eyebrows, and knows this four amount of work, so that from day one I can focus on business development, he can focus on management and running the firm. Again, he will understand that you will need 10-15 days to settle up, but not more than that. For that, the HR will get a lot of resumes. One LinkedIn post she puts, she'll get at least 500 resumes. How does she land you an opportunity of an interview? Also is by maintaining uniformity. Make sure your photo is there, make sure your resume is in one page, make sure you have put keywords. What are the keywords? Nothing. Zoho book accounting. Now you might tell, I have not done all this. Boss, bluff. Learn from it. Learn about VAT, learn about corporate tax, learn about Zoho books, learn about the basic of accounting, learn about basics of IFRS. If you know this from day one, you will be an employable. How do you learn it? I don't know. I don't know. I will share with you everything. First part of the this thing, I taught you what you have to how to build your mindset that you have to come to Dubai. Second part of the we learned what is your salary and all. Now we are learning how to make a resume, and next I will tell you what you can learn and you can bluff. Then I'll show you my resume so that you can understand that the entire system of an interview runs only on confidence. Make sure four things are in your resume. One is the formatting. Please put effort on your resume, guys. Imagine this story every time you're sending your resume. Imagine this story and tell that you have to make it as per some format so that the HR who is going to see your resume is going to just open a 3 second test. She'll open your resume and 3 second. Ah, nice. Send it to the boss for the interview, because she also is an HR. She is also working from 4-5 months only. She also wants her job security, no? If she sends 100 CVs that come and none of them are making sense, if it is going to the boss, waste, no? She'll get fucked. So make sure you're making life for her also easy. You're making your resume in one page. Write it down. Write it down. Four things before making your resume. One pager. Right top end or left top end, your photo should be there. Then clearly write what mistakes you should really do is, see, ATS and all is required for the companies. In the corporate side, it's required. Honest truth. In Dubai, in a mid-sized CA firm, is there something called as ATS? No. If ATS PTS is required, then we should spend. Then the mid-size firm will have to hire an employee which is doing this ATS scanning only. Some employee leaves once in a blue moon, and then they fill up the vacancy by, individually opening the 3 second rule. You should remember the 3 second rule. The moment you're passing this 3 second rule, no, your that is your ATS. What you should write? Make sure you're writing these keywords. Everyone who is telling SAP, 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 unfortunately, SAP is used for US based clients. In Dubai, there's something called Oracle. There's a Hyderabad based firm called Nullsoft. They captured the market. The ERP they sold is Oracle. For people who don't understand this, forget. Think that I said a cuss word. You didn't have to hear it, forget it. The above part is very important. IFRS, UAE VAT, UACT, Zoho books. This, if you did not write in your resume, you are just being that someone who is sending the HR the resume, but it is not going to go for the interview. Done. Apart from that, you are an ACC or a CA. At the end of the day, write chartered accountant very prominently under your name. Be prominently write it. You should be proud of it. At the end of the day, the HR should know, no, that someone fancy quality person has come. Okay, maximum one pager, guys. Don't, irrespective of how much you have, you know, done in life. When you are not able to condense it to one page, remove that 10th where you studied from, class 12 where you studied from. Only 2 degrees, two things are important. BCom, if you have done, CA or an ACC, complete. That much is more than sufficient. If you have nothing to write about your this thing, no, that is where you have to write. 10th I've studied from this, 12th I've studied from this, high school volleyball topper and all you have to write. Otherwise, don't write it. Don't write it. You're wasting time. Ninja technique for preparing. Everything has a ninja technique. So that is by ninja technique. I tell what is the shortcuts I used to apply. When you're applying, guys, make sure that you are using tools. Like what is that? In that free tool I said no, CA Monk. You use that for preparing your resume. Then send it to the ATS. If you're getting 60 plus ATS score, no, good and well and good. Use AI for doing this. Again, array, it is paid. Boss, I used to make every time I used to make a new email and make a new account on CMonk and do it for free. Use your brain. I can spoon feed, not breastfeed. Done. Now we are coming to the part where we have to learn about the DMCC list of audit firms. Guys, this is the method. Again, I will not tell this thing because for you, I will give you ninja technique. I will give you a list of audit firms. You apply on that. But the thing you have to know is about this, this, this. You have to do it consistently. And I'm giving you a list, no? I will tell you the audit firms. I think the emails will not change, but the industry side, when you send emails, a lot of emails will come rejected, telling that sender not found, receiver not found. For that, you cannot do anything. A lot of firms people leave. Now at the end of the year only is when this list is released, and at times it is not updated. It's okay. It works. It works. It works. It works. It works. Even if you're applying from your home country, you have to apply in this list and make sure that you are applying systematically. That I told you, right? Morning, evening, morning, evening, morning, evening, morning, evening, you should come and start sending your emails through this. I used to maintain a spreadsheet that have I sent the email. What I used to do is I used to consider that, okay, you have to always think very strategically. Imagine the HR is coming in my office. This happens in all the firms I have seen. No, this has happened. HR comes in the morning. Oh, yo, I have to do a lot of work. I have to do a lot of work. I have to do. First 20 minutes, she sees the emails of the people who have sent her. So during this time, send your emails. Then full day chill, do some activity. What? Group bonding activity, it seems. You know, matching clothes you have to wear. This and all she'll do. Then afternoon, the boss will ask her something. What happened? Did you get a candidate for our work? Oh, I have to do work. I have to do after work. Do work. She'll start. 2 o'clock. She'll start again seeing her emails, then sending people messages. That is usually this time you will find a lot of. So make sure that every day. I told you, no, boss. I'll fall on your feet and join my hands and tell you this is the approach I did. I used to apply every day for audit firms. I knew I do not have contacts. I have to apply through these audit firms. I have to get selected here. Done. Ninja technique. Always remember this rule. Okay. See, how do you apply at audit firms? I will give you a list now. What you have to do is this: write it down, write it down, write this down. I will give you an Excel sheet. You have to take this and paste it into ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT, can you give me 300 emails which I can add into BCC and send it to people on email, and give it in terms of A, B, C, D, E sequential order. So A will have 300 emails, B will have 300 emails, C will have 300. Around 4,000 emails are there in that list, which will send you. 4,000 divided by 10. At least 300 के नाम के you should have 12 sets. So these 12 sets every day you should send, my friends. Every day twice, please send. If you have time, you're already working somewhere on notice period. Enjoy. Send it 5 times a day. The more times you send, nothing will go. Nothing will go. You should always remember this rule. I always work on this rule. If you send 300 emails, if you send 3,000 emails, 300 might land on their page, and you might get a chance where 30 places you will get a offer letter, maybe an interview from. Out of the 30, you fuck up the first 10, but at least 3 offer letters you can crack. This happened with me. This happened with me. Uh, okay. The next is interview preparation. Now I told you I will show you my resume first, and then I will show you what you have to do.